Hey, winners interview.
Yo.
So you just won Tech Thursdays.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Pretty okay. Life's above average.
Sweet.
Life this week's been above average. I saw a sweet dog today.
Oh yeah.
Like I love husky dogs because I have a collie myself, so that cheered me up. And I was talking to a blind guy, and blind people, I don't know, I was so happy at work today because I met this blind guy. He's like in his 60s and he's traveling to Australia to see his family, completely blind. And like if I was blind, I couldn't live my life. I would just give up. But like this guy was so chill, such a nice guy. And PM got cancelled yesterday, so it's just been a really good week.
Just a really good week.
Awesome.
Not a fan of PM.
Honestly, this blind guy was sweet.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of blind stories, but that's probably
yeah.
my new favorite.
Ah, yes.
Blind people inspire me. What can I say, man?
It's about the tournament. How do you feel about the tournament?
Yeah, it was fun. We need more steps, but 5's okay for 20 people. I mean, the Foundry runs their tournament on like 8 to 12 setups, and they have 90 people every week, and they get it done between 6:30 and like midnight or something. So I mean,
Hey, it's actually gone really surprisingly smooth.
yeah,
Like I didn't expect it to go this well.
I don't know. Maybe it might be worth upping
It's
the
'cause-
production on the weeklies. I'm not really sure what you
Yeah.
can do because it's not like you can get a projector. You can get the whole venue to yourself and everything.
Yeah.
Until the scene gets bigger.
I want to get a webcam that doesn't have FPS issues because it's had FPS issues all day up until right now.
Yeah. There's a really good webcam that's on offer that Gregor bought that he's willing to bring to events.
Oh, that'd
I
be
know
pretty
that
good.
much.
That'd be pretty good,
So
actually.
That might be an idea.
I'll use that. Need to fix up the computer. I left my hard drive at home and it's
Yeah.
the issue to upload it. But it should
Tournament,
get there.
Duxler played really well.
Yeah.
He doesn't think he did, but
he lost to Glaker.
yeah, that's true.
Like,
He was the only person to beat me this tournament. So.
oh wow, he dominated then.
And he should have won game 4 as well, but he's choked.
Yeah.
But like he was escaping my punishes and stuff. Like Duxler is this weird player where his offense is like really really weak. Like his dash dancing and his spacing isn't really good, but his defense is like really really strong. He has like really intricate knowledge of the hitboxes and how they work, and he's good at smash DI, and he's really good at techs, and he understands the defense. His tech rolls are fairly solid as well.
Yeah.
But he just doesn't have a strong offense. But when I was playing against his Fox, I mean, you're supposed to kill Fox off 2-3 openings. One opening's ideal, but one opening's pretty ambitious.
Yeah.
But I wasn't killing him off 2-3 openings. I was having to get 5-6, and he was opening me up as well. He was killing me out 3 or 4 openings. It's just his defense was so strong. Every time I would up air, he would like smash the eye like to the top platform and like roll to the right where it was impossible to cover, and he knew it. And he would just, I don't know. He had really good defense that set.
Yeah.
If he had strong like offense, he'd be one of the top players. Like,
Did that get on stream, by the way?
yeah,
That'll be.
if he had a good offense, he'd be like one of the top players.
Yeah.
For sure. Because his defense is like better than everyone else's, almost. Zeppo's is really good.
What do you think about grand finals then?
Yeah, it was fun.
What do you think about Fraser's decisions?
He's done it before. When you're down 5-0, it's really hard to stay composed and like bring it back.
So a question that's been brought up a few times, especially in winners, was that he picked Yoshi's against you twice.
Yeah, he loves Yoshi's.
Against
I love Yoshi's too. I used to strike to it, but if I can take Battlefield for free, I just go Battlefield.
I thought Yoshi's was better than Battlefield for Marth.
No. Yoshi's, there's a couple of neat tricks that Fox can do. So the recovery is okay because he can ride a wall, so it's better than Battlefield in that sense. In Battlefield, if you're below the stage or you're at an angle, there's very few options you can take. You can go straight up, you can go straight up with an angle, and that's kind of it. On Yoshi's, you have 1,000 different options. You can ride the wall, you can get the tech. On Battlefield, there's no wall to ride. On Yoshi's, Fox can also, if he touches the ledge, he can wait. This is for Falco too, so this is good for you. If you touch the ledge and you immediately let go, do your double jump and wave land onto the side platform, you can shield while invincible.
Oh.
So essentially what it means is that Fox is in 3 places at once. He's on the ledge, he's occupying the space that he ledge dashes, does ledge get-ups and does rolls, and he's also occupying this platform.
Yeah.
And he's invincible while he gets to the platform. So essentially, if you can, with the added bonus to recovery, the smaller blast zones, Marth doesn't really benefit from smaller blast zones because he doesn't really kill with tippers. Like, you can get a tipper and kill, but typically you knock them off at 60 and edge guard.
Yeah.
And that's it. So yeah, just the fact that Fox or Falco can get to the ledge and then immediately get to the side platform while invincible in their shields, it's really powerful.
Yeah.
And a mix-up, like, because Marth players know they're invincible in their shield, they're not going to go for an attack. They're just going to try and take center stage and get the Fox when he comes down. So the Fox can usually jump to the top platform and try and bait the Marth and then take center stage again, and then suddenly Fox in favor. So I think Fox wins on that stage. I don't think it matters that much. I think Battlefield, FOD, and Yoshi's are practically the same stage in the matchup. Just Fox has a slight edge on Yoshi's, and Marth has a slight edge in edge guarding on Battlefield. And FOD can jank Fox out sometimes. It can jank Marth out sometimes. But Marth, if he positions himself correctly, he can actually cover the entire platform on FOD with tippers at most heights.
Yeah.
Like you can literally tipper them if they're in front of you, tipper them if they're far away from you, just because of the way the sword art works. So I think they're all pretty much even. Just no one's going to strike the Battlefield or FD, and no one's going to strike the Dreamland. So the other three stages is just preference.
Yeah.
It's a good counter pick. It's Lucky's counter pick. He always takes Marsh to Yoshi's. It's Mango's counter pick. Unless he's against Mewtwo King and he'll take him to Dreamland because he likes fighting his Sheik. There's a lot of reasons. The Marth pick is just a thing. I don't really think it was.
Yeah.
If I'm down 5-0, I'm gonna pick Marth.
Yeah, it was just say, oh, okay, Fox isn't working.
Yeah. I thought he was a Falco main now, so I thought he tried that. But
yeah, actually, I'm surprised he didn't try Falco because I think Falco would have done better against Marth than Fox because you can just sort of laser.
Yeah. I mean, I'm currently not practicing the game because I'm on a break, but I've been playing more than ever.
Yeah.
That's how breaks work. So I've been playing with Zeppo, and I've been attending tournaments and fests and rushdowns.
Yeah.
So I've actually played more humans in the past month than I have like maybe the past 4 months put together.
Oh wow.
But I haven't done any solo practice, and solo practice is where I feel I get the most benefit because I sit down with the game for 45 minutes.
What do you do in solo practice? Like, what's your schedule, your routine?
So I can give you a link to my document if you want, which has basically everything I'm working on, everything I'm terrible at, which is most things in the game. If you want to look at it in the grand scheme of things, if you look at PP's tech, it's immaculate. Like PP doesn't have much technical variety. He can't double shine Waveland, he can't multi shine, he can't even moonwalk. PP can't moonwalk. That's absurd because it's such a simple input. But all the tech that PP can do, he's immaculate at.
Yeah.
His double shines, his shield, his shine grabs, his platform wavelands, his shine platform wavelands, like everything that PP can do is absolutely immaculate.
Yeah.
And just every time I'm thinking about movement, I think about this one stream highlight where PP was playing Fox, and he was running around doing neutral air, and he was like making airplane noises. So it's like, and he was like, being technical doesn't mean being able to multi-shine. Being technical means that I can run around with Fox and there while making airplane noises and landing exactly where I want to land, hitting exactly where I want to hit, and jumping exactly where I want to jump.
Yeah.
So he's running around FOD and he's nairing, and then he does a full hop nair on purpose and he ledge cancels. Then he nairs off that, L cancels, wave dashes back, nairs in place, stuff like that.
Yeah.
PP doesn't even pivot. I mean, he does pivot ground moves, but he doesn't do pivot aerials. Which, if you're Falco against Falcon, for example, you're locking down the lasers, you read like forward movement and you use pivot nair. It's so broken, but he doesn't do it and he's still amazing. So I'm just trying to work through all the movement stuff, so I just make sure my dash dances are perfect, that I'm dashing, and 27 frames later I'm dashing the other direction.
Yeah.
So I know my max range, so that's what I work on first, just filling the max range out. Once I have the max range, I mix up the lengths, and I'm really conscious about my dash dance because when I'm in game, I try and make sure that I'm doing shorts into mediums into long, as long as medium shorts, long, I'm really conscious of the lengths because the lengths are the tricky part. If Marth just does 27 frames, 27 frames, 27 frames, it's really predictable and you can just read his dash back. Because Marth dash back is like, it's really powerful because he turns in one frame and he arcs his whole body in the other direction, he leans over. This is the reason Marth's dash dance is so good. Because he changes his hurt box from this forward facing hurt box where, Marth's giant, there's so much to hit, and in one frame he's over here and you can only hit his legs. Some of the reason Peach is so good, in the air, as soon as she floats, she pulls her entire body, her hitbox like this, and then she...
Yeah.
Just being really comfortable with that, and then I'll dash on the platforms. And once I've dashed around for like 4 to 6 minutes, I'll just pick a CPU and combo on FD for a bit, and then I'll go back to Yoshi's, and then I'll work on my platform movement. Without a computer on the screen, it's just me in the movement. And then I'll watch a video and try and take something from it, and then I'll go back in and practice.
Yeah.
But I'm grinding stuff out, so I'm like, my jump cancel used to be really inconsistent. It's the way I hold the controller, I claw, and I also have like a lot of wrist damage, so it's kind of weird. Like, a lot of my tech's inconsistent just because if you ever watch my hands, they're like, they move a lot. And that's like, it's not nerves or anything, it's just the way they are.
Yeah.
But I'm grinding that out because it doesn't really matter. I'll get through it. But like, such simple like a jump cancel grab, that's something you should be doing. Like, when you're 2 months into the game, you should hit everyone.
Yeah.
So just like, even basic stuff like that you need to grind out.
No, it's
That's it. The basics are what matter. Like you need the fundamentals. If you can't control your character, you're not actually playing melee.
fair enough. Yeah.
So I don't think anyone's got like really playing it.
Aye.
We're working on it though.
Yeah,
Everyone's gonna be so good.
Like the whole region's improving noticeably. I think.
Like Zeppo has the best movement by far. He doesn't win everything. He almost wins everything. But
Who beats Zeppo? Like
who has beat Zeppo ever? There's 3 people. They're from region. Me, Fraser, and Josh are the only people to beat Zeppo in tournament sets since he got good after his revival. So he came back in January.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he didn't even drop a set when he was bad. When he came back and he was rusty and like wasn't in touch with the meta, he only lost like to me. Yeah, me, Fraser, and Josh. He's only ever lost to those 3 players.
Yeah.
If you look at Josh's track record, he's even crazier. He's only lost to. So no, it's me, Fraser, and Zeppo that Josh has lost to.
Yeah.
So I guess it's really similar.
What
Me
about
and Fraser are the inconsistent players. Like,
What about you?
me and Fraser are the inconsistent players of like the top 5. Like,
Who would you say is the 5th of the top 5? You've got Zeppo.
massless.
Oh yeah.
But
actually,
like,
that's a good point.
he's inconsistent for different reasons. He's having like character crises every minute. He doesn't have time to practice because he's like doing his uni studies. But
Yeah.
me and Fraser drop sets to like random people like all the time. Like I've lost to like Galapagos, who's an awesome player, but like I'm the only top player that he's beat. But he straight up played. We played a best of 5, and he beat me 3-2. Who else? Hen I've lost to. I don't know. Kieran I've lost to. Kieran's
Did you
great.
lose
These are all
to
great players.
Duck
They're all-
Slayer as well.
Yeah, with my Falcon.
Touche.
But I mean,
And Fraser's.
you just gotta look at Josh and Zeppo. Like they don't lose to other
Yeah.
people.
I mean, that's why. Would you say Josh or Zeppo's at number 1?
I don't think it matters.
Yeah. Aye.
But when Zeppo's coming back into the game and like he improves so fast, he gets back into the groove. Like he rusts so fast. Like he's the player that rusts the quickest.
Yeah.
But he's also he
Unrusts.
rusts so fast. It's insane. Like if you played him when he hadn't played for like a month, like you'd destroy him. And then like if he just practiced for like 3 days and then you played him, like he would just almost be back to his old level. It's kinda
Do you know if he's coming back soon, like properly?
Oh yeah, he comes to my house like twice a week when we play.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
That's gonna be hype.
Anyway, I guess we just kind of talked. It wasn't really an interview, but
Yeah.
kinda fun.
I like the interview.
Gregor beat Duck Slayer. That was really
Yeah,
cool.
that was hype. You want to get a Gregor interview? No. Should we get a Gregor interview? Go on.
Let's get a Gregor interview.
Do you want to?
Cheers, man.
Thank you very much. We're going to have a Gregor interview now. It is confirmed. He's going to sit down here and we're going to interview him. Lee's going to push him on. It's a laugh. Come on. We might get a Fraser interview. Might get a Fraser interview. Elsewise, we're going to have some grudge matches coming up.